steadfast in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship, and in the breaking of bread, and in prayers. See, this word steadfast. Now, I do understand all of us are doing this in one way or the other at our home, our families. We have heard about this, but it is so very important. This is one of the most basic things that we need to understand and really show a lot of attention to, because without this, it is like that building story. One day or the other, something is going to get imbalanced if it is not properly structured. So the four pillars in our lives are so important. So the word says they were steadfast. That means they adhered to it. That means they got devoted to it. They were constant to one thing, and they were constant in giving attention to that one thing. Four pillars. Okay, so it is the apostles' doctrine, that means teaching or anything that has been taught in our house, that comes from our Father. Fellowship, it is coming together with one thought, that I'm going to have a fellowship. Yes, we have fun and we have all those things which we do generally, but understanding what is this fellowship, what is that we're going to do, how does it matter to me, what is it that I'm going to invest into another brother, another family's life. Okay, so breaking of bread. Now, there's one thing, I believe it just goes without saying, because we're already doing this in our house. It talks about the covenant. It talks about what the Lord has finished for us on the cross. And there are a lot of things, when you even just sit and think about it, there are a lot of things that the Lord has already done, which we are trying to do now. Okay, so it gives us a thought that please stop. Think of what He's done, what He's accomplished. And when He said it is finished, that means it is finished. So may we look at that part. And the last part of it is prayer. The Lord being the very form, like we heard in the recent message, being in the form of God, He did not consider it robbery to be equal to God. Even though He is the Son, being sent as a Son, He never thought, it is fine, I can just talk to my Father when I'm lying down on the bed. He took time, many times, solitary place, woke up in the morning, spent all night. So many structures are there. The Lord Himself felt it is important for us to pray. Now, all this are the four pillars. My thought is, what is the kind of excuse, or what is that is stopping us in one way or the other? Let's look at our own life, and can we dedicate ourselves to this? Because this is something which is the basic foundation for our lives, and maybe focus on this and give her all attention as much as we need to give. Sometimes, because we're doing it on and on, there are chances that it may become, because of it's redundant. Every day we do something. It may become either too religious for us, so we are not religiously praying, but we are praying with some meaning. As a son, we take that position and we pray. So may we do as we are hearing, may that become flesh in our lives. Okay, so, and I believe by doing this, because in prayer and in this four pillar, there are so many things personally that the Lord started showing me that we can achieve. There are great things that we can achieve. Amazing thing, because that becomes our foundation on which we build now. Okay, either in terms of our business, our personal life, my individual walk with the Lord, my fellowship, our household, wherever we associate with third-party people, outside people. Now this becomes like a very important source. Okay, having said that, my one important thing which I want to bring your attention to is, see, many times I look at myself as a sponge. Now you take a sponge, you squeeze it, leave it on the oil, and you squeeze it back. What do you get? You get oil. You squeeze the sponge, you leave it on the dirt, and you squeeze it back. What do you get? You get dirt. So may we be able to, like the sponge, be able, even though when we are squeezed, everything that should come out should be the word and representation of Christ. Okay. So we may direct our concentration on the four pillars and enable. May we know that it's so important that it is already established in our lives. Yeah. Thank you.